Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to my class. It's me, Shehnaz. I will take this class for you on the topic which we have discussed in last class. In continuation that class, we will take today's class. Okay. So friends, hope you all are fine and ready to study. So, shall I begin? So, let's begin our discussion. So, my dear friends, in last class, what we have discussed, let me tell you, we have discussed in last class what is government, what are the different functions of the government, what are the different levels of the government, and somewhat what is the relationship between the government and the laws. From the same, we will start today's class. We will discuss here the government and the laws. As you can see over here on the screen, we will discuss the government and the laws in detail. So, let's start our topic. So, my dear friends, as you know that government makes laws for us. Agree with me? Yes. As we know that government makes laws for us. You knows that very well. And why government making laws for us? You are also aware about it. So, let me revise why government making laws for us. Because the people or we have given this power to the government to make such laws for us. Yes? What I said? That we, the people, have given this power to the government to make such laws for us. So, before going in depth, here we will understand what is government. So my dear students, let me tell you that government is not a human being like me and you and our parents. Government is not a human being, or it's not an officer. What I said? Government is not a human being like us, or it's not a officer. What is government? The government is a wide organization. The government is a wide organization which constitute several organizations in it. What I said? Government is a wide organization which constitute different organizations in it. So, what are the organizations of the government? So, friends, let me tell you what are the different organizations of the government. So, students, here you can see this is Parliament. It is also one of the organization of the government. The Parliament also one of the organization of our government. The next is, this is our Supreme Court. It is also one of the organization of our government. So, Likewise, the government several constitutes of several organizations in it, like Parliament, as I shown you, the Supreme Court, or Bharat Petroleum Gas, or the railways, or the postals, like that. So different organizations collectively constitutes our government. So I think it may be clear to you what is government. What is government? Government is a wide organization which constitutes different or several organization in it, like Parliament, Supreme Court, then Bharat Petroleum Gas, or our railways and postals, like that. There are also several organizations of the government which also collectively forms the government. So let's go to the PPT. So friends, now we have got the introduction, then what is government and why government makes laws for us, because we have given this authority or this power to government to make such laws for us. As I told you that government have several organizations. These organizations have different works. What I said, the several organizations of the government have different work. Like if we are talking about the Supreme Court, so the issues over conflicts and disputes were overseen by the Supreme Court. If we are talking about the laws, so the laws are made from the Parliament House and implemented on us through the consent of the government. What I said, the different organizations of the government have different duties, or we can say that different works. So this is how the government makes laws for us. Government makes laws for us through one of its organization, which is known as a parliament. So our laws are made from the parliamentary house on the consent of the government. So friends, as you know that government makes laws and we follow them, or we follow those laws. So this whole process work as a system. How this whole process work as a system? Government makes laws and we follow them. This process work as a system. One notable thing is that here our government has the power to make decisions. Likewise, what I said, the government has the power to make decision. Similarly, it has the power to enforce such decisions. What I said, our government has not only the power of making decision, but the government has also the power to enforce such decision. Then you may be thinking that how government enforce such laws. So we will understand it through its examples. Let's go. Here you can see the this image talks about the traffic rules. The car driver has stopped their car because he is aware that the pupil is crossing the road. So like that we have to follow such laws to make security, peace and order in our country. So let's move to the second rule. It is this rules talks about the rule of the throwing garbage. So we have to follow the rules of throwing garbage like that. Different form of garbage we have to dump in different dustbin. Yes, are you agree with me? We have to dump different forms of garbage like wet and dry into different dustbin. As you can see, or you are also aware about it, you knows that very well. Here it is example of traffic signals. When we are stuck any traffic jam, so or not stuck in traffic jam, if we are using road for transport or going to here and there, so we have to follow the traffic rules. If the red light is on, which indicates that we have to stop. Yes, if the red light is on, which indicates that we have to stop, and when the green light on, then we starts to walk or drive our vehicles. Like that we have to follow such rules in order to make peace and order in our country and for the smooth functioning of our government. So let me tell you one of the example for the more clear understanding. Our government has decided that their citizens drives their two-wheeler vehicle. What I said, our government has decides or fixed that their citizens drives their two-wheeler vehicles along with their license and helmet. So if any one of its citizens denies to follow such laws, then how can the government take action over that person who is denies to follow that rule? Then government enforce that particular law over that person by punishing them or by taking fine from him. So any laws why we are following? The question, why we follow any law? So friends, let me tell you that we are following any law in two ways. Firstly, if we want to follow that law from our heart, means internally or wholeheartedly, if we want to follow that particular rule, then we will follow. If from our heart we don't want to follow, then in our heart or wholeheartedly we don't want to follow that rule, then how we will follow? We have to follow rules because the government has made law for us for maintaining peace and order and for the smooth functioning of our government as well as country. So we have to follow. We have no other way to to deny or to deny. So we have to follow. Then the next way is, first one is that then that the person or the individual himself wants to follow that law, then he will be followed. There is no problem. If suppose he don't want to follow, then the situation arises that then he has to follow that rules. Why? Now the question arising in your mind, why he has to follow that laws or rules? So that particular individual follow that rule because he has to stay away from the punishment or the heavy fines which will government imposed over that particular person. So if any individual don't want to follow any rule, then government can enforce that decision or laws by enforcing them by giving them punishment or by taking from them the amount of fine. So that's why. So these are the two reasons of following any rule. One thing, we want to follow from our heart, and another thing, we have to follow to stay away from the punishments or the heavy fines of the government. So this was all about the how the peoples follow any rules. Let me revise that our government has the power to make decision. Similarly, it has the power to enforce such a decision. As I have given one of the example, that if anyone denies to follow the rules like having helmet or having license along within the driving of their two vehicles, so government can punish them. If anyone tries to follow, the government can punish them or taking fine from them. This is how the government can enforce decisions. I think you have got the point what I want to indicate you or I want to tell you. So let's moving ahead. Here so from here itself you can read that what can people do if they feel any law is not being followed. So this is how the government enforce such laws over us, and what can we do if we are finding or feeling that any law is not being followed. Then moving. So friends, suppose if government will not make any law, suppose there is no law to be followed by us, then what will happen in our country? Suppose if government will not make any laws or decisions, then what will we follow? If we will not follow anything, then how we will be able to maintain peace and order, or to peace and order and hygiene and security, like that how we will be able to maintain such kind of thing in our government as well as in our country. So would it be possible without such laws? No. No, dear student, it would not be possible. Because of that, government makes laws for us. For example, in our family, our parents also makes such laws for us, like at what time we have to wake up, at what time we have to take breakfast, lunch and dinner, at what time we have to go to school, and at what time how we have to complete our homework, and how we have to behave with our elders, and how we have to behave with our youngers. Like that every group has their laws and rules to for the smooth functioning of that particular group or, or government. So I think you may understood what I want to say and what we have completed till now. Are you agree? Let's move to the next. So friends, till now we have understood the relationship between the government and the laws, how government makes laws, we follows them, and the government has not only the power to make such decision but the government has also the power to enforce their decision, and what we can do if we are feeling that any law is not being followed. So we have discussed these things till now, and we have got the idea about what is a relationship or what is the importance in between the laws and the government, why government makes laws for us, what is the importance of the laws in our country or to maintain peace and order in our country. Then we will move to the next topic or next proportion of our discussion, that is the types of government. So friends, till then we have discussed the what is government, what are the different functions of government, what are the different levels of government, and the government and the laws. Then now the next part of our discussion is the types of the government. What are the different types of government? So friends, there are many types of government, but according to your book there is only two forms of government. One is democracy, another is monarchy. So let me give a brief introduction about these two forms, democracy and monarchy. So democracy is a system which is run by the whole population or by all the eligible people of a country, typically through an elected representative. What I said, democracy is a system of politics in which its whole population is included, or we can say that it's all eligible members, like those who have completed or those who are included in the age of maturity. So what do you mean by the eligible people or the eligible members of our country? So eligible members includes that people who have completed their 18 years of his age, means those who